Hi, I'm Carl Madison, and I so enjoy the privilege of getting to be a part of your living room today. And today I want to talk about prophetic evangelism, which is something that I do a lot and do a lot of actually outreaches using this. But I want to start out with just this fundamental base that this starts from. And this starts from a lifestyle of prayer. And that is that you and God are actually communicating with each other. That it's not a one-way prayer life, which kind of seems like to go like this a lot. Help me, save me, I want. There's this tendency to pray like this. And so I want to encourage that we go from a lifestyle of prayer that goes away from that to living this prayer life of actually what I call being a son or a daughter. And that is that you sit with your Father and you have this conversation. And it comes from being so thankful because of how good He is for you and what He's doing in your life. So it comes into a prayer life of how thankful I am that I have the very breath that I have. I'm so thankful that you're walking this out with me today. I thank you that my enemies are being trampled upon, for I am walking with you, O Lord. I thank you and I praise you is the next part of this, and that is that I praise the name of God that is so holy and so righteous and so majestic and so uncomprehendable because of my own feeble mind, but yet you reside within me, oh merciful one, oh gracious one and holy one. So our prayer lives should be changing, that we are living a lifestyle of just praise and thanksgiving, where your petitions are made known from a thankful heart and from a place of praise, because you already know that the enemy's been defeated and now you're just walking this out. And so the second part of this prayer life is that we're living this way, and now it's learning to shut it up. It's shut your mind off for a moment, because a lot of the prayer time is just spent me yapping and me talking, and I don't have the time to hear Him talk to me. So I want to encourage you to take a moment that you can begin to learn to hear Him, so that He's ministering to you, that our Heavenly Father not only ministers to you, but He encourages you. So, and the reason I'm saying this is really the foundation of how we can do prophetic ministry. And so when we go out, this is like knowing the information. In John, we read that that Philip was underneath the fig tree, and he saw Him. And because he was able to utter that to Philip, Peter then identifies Jesus Christ as the Messiah. So there's like this miracle of the revelation of that you saw me before I ever even knew you were even in existence. That Jesus knew Philip, knew where he was at, and knew what was going on. This strikes a chord in Philip where his response is that you are God. So I want to encourage that when we can go out, and I happen to do it like this a lot, and that is that I wake up and I'm asking God questions as I'm getting to go about my day. And that is, where do you want me to go? To whom are you speaking to? Who do you want to see saved today? What's actually going on? What are the details that you know that I don't know? What are they wearing? What's their description? Because I could go out in that day and find this person, and next thing you know, I'm preaching the gospel to this young man or young woman or persons, that I'm able to just be able to message this because he already seen them. He already found the lost. He already went to go look for the one. And now I found that one, and now we're bringing him home. So I want to encourage you, this prophetic evangelism starts from a lifestyle of prayer, that it comes between you and God communicating to one to another, that you are ministering to the Lord and the Lord is ministering to you, so that you are stirred. Because evangelism that is caught just from works is going to look really dry and look like a sales pitch. But evangelism that is done from your cup running over, because He so filled you to the inside that you're able to just explode coming this direction. And it comes out of love and passion, because you know you're loved, because your love tank is full, and now you're able to just pour out to others. So this is the lifestyle that I encourage you to live in when you go to preach the gospel, because when they can see the abundance of the love overflowing in your life, that is a really good key for them to want to be able to receive it for themselves. But if it sounds like a sales pitch, 90% of the time they're already out, because they know the sound. but they know the sound of love that's overflowing, that just embarks in their life. So I want to encourage you that your prayer life, this vertical, is really powerful, because when this is going on, this will automatically happen. So I want to talk about just your continence of getting together in a group and just sitting and doing this. So the training will go like this. You're going to gather a group of people, and you're going to sit down, and you're going to get a piece of paper, and you're going to start to ask some questions. So on your piece of paper, I would recommend that you would first write, "Let me get still," meaning I need to shut off my mind. This is where praying in tongues is so important and so powerful. It shuts the mind off. Get still. Step 2, you need to ask the following question. To whom, Jesus, are you speaking today? To whom? Who is that person that you're going to have me find? Because he might give you a name. He might give you an address. He may actually give you a location. But we need to know to whom. Is it a boy? Is it a girl? Is it an elderly? Is it a veteran? You will get to hear this. The second is, what do they look like? Can you describe them? They're wearing a blue jacket. He's got a cane. He's in his mid-40s. He looks depressed. He's sad. Where are they at? Remember, Nathanael was found underneath the fig tree, and Jesus says, "I seen you sitting underneath that fig tree." That location. Is it at your local grocery store? Is it at your work? Where is this? It's a location and a place. This last part is hard because you have to really listen. What's going on with them? Are they grieving? Are they hurting? Or do you feel like they're sick? Like you feel like God's telling you that they're sick, or you see that they're sick? Pay attention to what God's telling you. So in a group, you're going to be asking these questions. And we will have this in our notes. You will see them in the notes, that you can ask these questions. You can sit down around each other and just begin to ask God these questions. And as you hear God, write down those answers, because you'll be amazed by how many times they'll start coming together. I was traveling. We were in Virginia, and we got this boy with a blue umbrella, and he was with his mom. And anyway, they were suffering loss, is what I got. And we happened to be there graduation day, and the colors are like black and orange. So a blue umbrella in this arena is kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. And lo and behold, I happened to go to the bookstore and found this young man with the blue umbrella, and they had suffered. Their dad had died that year. And so it was him and his mom. And both the mom and the son rededicated their lives. They had heard about people going out and preaching the gospel the way I was doing it. And in the end, as they rededicated their lives to the Lord, they ended up giving me this water bottle as they were like, "You gave us so much life today." So I want to encourage you that you're giving life, that you're speaking life into people when you go out and encounter them. But it's really powerful when you hear what God has to say for them. When you can hear it and you know that God is saying, "Go here," or "Go there," or "Hey, this person's suffering with this," or "Hey, I want you to ask this question," that the response is like, "How did you know that?" And you're going to be able to respond and go, "Jesus knows you. He's seen you long before the earth was ever created." And then I get to share this incredible story of who Jesus is for them. So I want to encourage you that prophetic evangelism is an act of you spending time with God, hearing what He has to say, and then you being able to take that and take it and find that lost sheep. Find that treasure. Go find him and preach the gospel to this person, because God is going to encounter them right where they're at, and they're already fish on the second that you say, "Hey, I want you to look at this and see that, hey, are you here? Are you wearing this? How would I know this? I'd never met you before. How would I know?" And just the awe of God allows that opportunity for you to swing in and just bring them into the kingdom. So I want to encourage you that this is a moment for you with your communication with God that you can change people's lives. But you have to take that moment to get still, to ask God those questions, because He already knows who He wants to see in the kingdom. I want to bless you guys, and I want to encourage you to listen deep to God and know what He's saying to you so that you can change your city, change your neighborhood, even change your families. So go forth and go be fruitful and multiply today.